So the last one that I want to discuss is probably one that is probably the most controversial of all of them.
Mm,
And I'm gonna kind of tie one in that to this that's not really on this list, but it's one that I think is important.
yeah.
The last one is social media attention, social media addiction, and social media presence. And what I mean by presence, because its presence is not one on here, is and this one might cause some controversy, but I'm gonna say it anyways. The addiction to social media or the always paying attention to social media is one thing because it invites a lot of things into your relationship that is not always it's likely not going to be healthy. Granted, there are some great social media content creators out there who push a positive message, who want to see men and women, be successful in their relationships. But
Yeah.
there's a lot more that push a lot of negative stuff, right? And granted, their intentions may not even necessarily to be negative, but and they're speaking their truth per se, but it influences people to in their own life, especially if it validates what they're going through. And so
Uh-huh.
that may not always necessarily be the healthiest thing. So, but that's one side. The side that I'm talking about that is controversial is when I go on social media. So going back when I was dating,
I
right?
already
Before I
know.
got married, when I met a young lady or I was swiping right and we matched, the first thing I do, this was me personally. The first thing I would do is, especially like when I don't know what Tinder is like now, but back when I was on Tinder, your Instagram would be linked on there at the bottom. And so I would go out to the Instagram and I'm looking at your pictures. First thing I'm looking for, right?
It's the booty
Is
shot.
no, 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 no. The first thing I'm looking for is do you smile in any of your pictures?
Oh man.
Right? So because I'm looking to see do you smile in any of your pictures? Then I'm looking to see what kind of pictures you're taking. Is it, a lot of the pictures with the butt? Is it the duck face? Um, you know, are your positioning in the pictures. And
Yeah.
then the last and third thing is what are you wearing? What are you wearing in your pictures? And
Yeah.
it would these three things, I later on learned that, there's probably more things that I should be paying attention to. Like I never paid attention to, if you were taking pictures in different countries and all traveling and doing all that other stuff, because all that stuff wasn't important to me because, being in the military and being a military brat, I grew up traveling all over the place. So, I didn't make the connection to that being whole activities, right? Um,
Yeah.
but a easy disqualifier was like if you don't smile in your pictures, because to me, you should have something to smile about in your life, right? But number
Yeah.
two was the duck face and the booty shots. Immediately screams hoe or promiscuous woman. And then the type of clothes that you were wearing. I knew that if we matched, then that means you had some sort of interest in me and I knew how to qualify you based off of those things. Whether I knew that whether it was a potential for us to have a relationship down the road, or if I should just put you in the smash only category. I'm not really trying to spark up a relationship with you. I'm just trying to get in where I can fit in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And so I think that those two things, right? How much attention you're paying to social media and what your social media presence is
Mhm.
can be a huge red flag.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's one of the biggest to me. That to me that's top one. That's top one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You could, you know what I'm saying, because this social media is like, especially IG and TikTok and all this other stuff. This is truth serum. if you're looking for a quality woman and you own here and she exhibits things that happens on social media, that lets you know her quality. Now they're gonna deny it. Oh, no,
I'm
no
doing
woman
it for
don't.
me.
Yeah, yeah. No woman don't want is going to admit that their quality is kind of aligned with their social media presence. But here's one of those things, and I'm glad this one came up at this time. Last week I told you about a woman puts forth her best quality. In social media, her whatever a woman's best quality, that's what she's going to be. If she's a smart woman, her lot of stuff is going to be talking about this and improvements in this and doing other stuff, things that she's learned. And, you know what I'm saying? Those are interesting women. But don't you know that I would say about 60% of the women, they don't even communicate on their social media? They have nothing to say. You
I
look
don't
at
know.
you look at the social media and you look at it. It's this, it's playing their hair, showing their buttocks, showing their chest, but they have nothing to say. They don't say nothing. It's a video of them walking away to show their thick thighs and big butt, but they have nothing to say. They literally have all 95% of and if they do say something in their videos, it's a voiceover of it. So they're using a voice thing, and the voice is saying something. They just moving their lips, but they have nothing to say. So a woman who is using that platform to this is just for me, using that platform just to show off physical assets is not a woman that's going to be inviting enough to be with. Because at some point I'm gonna want to talk to you.
Well, I mean, she let's be fair. There are some who doesn't leave very much to the imagination who do have the ability to speak, and they can hold a conversation. The question that I would ask is, for what reason do you have, and obviously they don't owe me an explanation, or they don't owe
Mhm.
these guys an explanation, but if you're wanting to seriously have a relationship with somebody, or maybe you just you like the attention, and you don't care one way or the other, and you want casual, just like a guy wants casual, then okay, cool. But if you're seriously seeking a relationship, why would you put yourself out there like that?
It's the honeypot. I want to lure as many guys as I can to look at me. I'm gonna look through them. Ah, that's the cute one. Bam. All right, I got the cute one. So I got you. Now I'm gonna tantalize you with these pictures. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, tantalize you with something else, you know what I'm saying, later to grapple you in. Then I'm gonna turn around and say, hey, I want commitment. Hey, I want this from you. Hey, I want that. It's the honeypot.
So
That's
what you're
that's
saying is it's the wrong attention.
yes, it is. It's the wrong attention because they're trying this that is the woman's new filtering system. Now she's not gonna go out because she don't want to be like, oh, I'm looking at that man, I'm dating, I'm hollering, I'm talking to this man, they see me with another man. So I'm gonna set the thirst trap. I'm gonna bring all the attention to me. All right. Now, because you can look, you can if you I look at the messages. People laugh. I say I look at the messages. You have tons and tons and tons of beautiful. You're this, you're that. What is it? This and oh my God, you're such an amazing woman. Boom, boom, boom. Can I DM? Can I PM? Can I this? Can I that? Can I blah 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 blah? That's their filtering system. So they look at the ones. They go down. They look at the ones. Ah, now if a guy like me who get on there because I am an antagonist, I'll leave a comment like you know what I'm saying, doing it, I'll show a little ass, you know, and so she gonna reply to me, mother blah 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 blah. She's gonna reply.
Well, hey,
I'm,
look, you be on there trying to start fires.
yeah, she's gonna reply to me. She's not gonna reply to none of the beautiful. You know what I'm saying? If guy's cute, she might like it. I'm saying, but she's not gonna apply to none of the beautifuls, all the sexy, blah 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 blah. But my comment, because it's not, you know what I'm saying how beautiful it is, or I'm questioning the validity of it and asking why, she's gonna respond to it. So that's the but that's the filtering system. The social media is the filtering system. So now I can hide my interaction so you can't say that I'm this and I'm that. I'm answering, there's about 8 guys in my DMs that I'm answering and I'm talking to. But I can go out in public and saying no one has access to me. Well, they do have access to you. You're communicating via DM. That's the woman's thing when they talk to me. Ain't no man that's touched this. Ain't no man can get close to this. No, they are. It's just you're having access to it and no one could actually see it. But within our days, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to go kick it with a guy and talk to a guy, you had to actually be in that guy presence in the
You had to go
890s, early
outside.
2000s. You had to go outside. Oh, damn, dog. She was just with Terry last week. Oh, damn, she talking to Michael this week? Oh. So then you'd be like, well, shit, I know what kind of guy Terry is. But yeah, me too. Mike did the same. Yeah, Mike be getting them. But see, we can't have those talks anymore because now we don't see Mike and Terry or Daniel or anybody because it's all in the phone and in these pictures. And the only time we get to know who the person is when she feels slighted and she wants to expose them.
Yep. So, with that being said, do you think that women like that who fall within those particular categories, because obviously not all women fall into those categories, but do you think the women that fall into those categories know the difference between sexual attraction and relationship attraction?
They don't. Because the first thing, if you ask about, I got plenty. God, dog, I almost got a crook in my neck. The first comment be like, I got plenty of men that's willing to pay my bills, that's willing to do this and do this for me. No, they in your DMs because they seen you shake your butt in front of the phone, and that's what they like. And so they're not saying, man, she could be an awesome mother shaking all that tail fella. But they don't see it. They don't see it that way. They just see it as attention. They just see it as, oh, I could have opportunity. They don't realize these guys don't want you for something serious. If they're coming on the of you shaking your butt and you showing off your butt, walking away, they're not. A man is not looking at them and saying, "Man, I can grow a business with this woman here. Man, we could become a power couple and make some investment in real estate, raise kids together." What they're thinking is, I sure would like to hit that. Well, you don't know what I can do to that. And but they don't get it. All they seeing is that, hey, I got this guy who's showing me attention and it looks like he liked me. And he's telling me he'll take me out. He'll do this. Yeah, ladies,
Telling them the beautiful lies.
ladies, a man to get into where he needs to get in, he'll play the role of a pastor. He'll play the role of a UN peacekeeper. He'll do whatever he has to do to get there. And you think because guys playing the long waiting game, yes, we'll play the long waiting game. We'll if we sticking around more than 2 months, I mean, my bad, more than a month, we're gonna be here until. Now, the thing is that until this allows you the opportunity to show me if you really worth what you're looking for me to stick around long term after that. But if you're not, and you just make me wait, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do the flowers. I'm gonna take you to dinner. I'm gonna show up at your little boy's football game, basketball game. I'm gonna run to Dairy Queen to pick up the ice cream for you when you call me from home, telling me you this and that. I'm gonna do all that.
Oh no, you're doing too much.
Now I'm just saying. And once it happens, yeah, my whole demeanor gonna change. And that's what usually happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what usually happened to him.
Yeah, but
And then
all
and
of that
then
stuff is a
that's what
little
we
bit
can,
too much.
But yeah, but then that's when you get the all men ain't crap. You know what I'm saying? Men are this here.
Mm-hmm.
Because she thought that she was doing it the right way. I got him to come in with the booty pics, but now I'm gonna show him I'm a good woman. And so he's looking like, well, man, that's loose woman activity right there. And you trying to make me be the one to, okay, whatever. All right, I'll stick around for a minute, hot minute. And I'm gonna do that. But then after, it's not the most amazing experience that I've ever had. It's mind blowing and it's just average. You're gonna get the switch. You're gonna get the what you doing, man. I'm about to go play 2K with the boys. We gonna come by today when I wasn't planning on to. I'm gonna see you this weekend. Well, I got some plans with the homies. Just 2 weeks ago, yeah, I'm gonna be there. And that didn't lie. What I say the problem with is that it's the choosing. That social media one, that social media is the true serum today. It
Yeah.
is. It's the true serum and it's the biggest lie because you can be whoever you want on social media.
So if when I looked at your profile, I saw promiscuous activities, my assumption was you were an active participant. So will I. And then, as the saying goes, all right. So what happens now after we done smash and dash? Have you done enough? Have you said it? Have you? Do I see anything else potentially happening? Sure. And you know what? We can do it. We can do more than one time. But you're on a short leash for your ability to prove that you can be of any value to me going forward beyond us just smashing and dashing. It might be one of the bigger red flags that guys need to pay attention to when they're vetting somebody because you can't get enamored by physical beauty and the boobs and the butt and all of those things and she's presenting herself online as a freak when you're in that at that stage in your life where you're looking for a long-term relationship. Now, if you're looking for something casual, boom,
Right there.
chase all you want. But if you're looking for something long-term and you're looking for a real relationship, that might not be the person. Not saying that it can't be and that it won't be, but you need to be on guard that
On guard.
that person may not necessarily be the one to for you based off of their online presence.
Huh. Exactly. Exactly.
I will tell you a quick story, one that kind of grossed me out a little bit. So I don't know what, I think I was on Instagram the other day and somehow, you know how when you go to the homepage and it just kind of like shows you a bunch of random stuff? The need for attention can't be that great.